Hello there, guys. How are you? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Welcome back. So, second stream of Racing Le Mans, and hopefully we're going to get a better race than we physically had last night. Last night was, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of struggling with, it, and I believe it's because I flick from one game to the other, one discipline to another. Like, I'm unfortunately not getting to grips with the cars. That's my excuses out the way. And with that being said, let's go and get into this. Right, so I managed to find the a trace from an app I use to learn a circuit. So the circuit, the AI tool that I use is obviously trophy.ai, which is obviously there. And again, this is not sponsored or anyway. I'm just letting you guys know that there is stuff out there for you guys to use and learn and everything. So what I've done is you can load it against a reference lap. So the reference lap I'm currently using is Trophy AI, their expert lap. So their traces are going to show up as obviously lighter. The lighter the colour, it's their trace, and obviously the redder or the darker the colour, it's going to be my trace. So I'm going to use that for a couple of laps because, like I said, I'm struggling to understand. When I get out on track, I'll turn my my overlays off and I'll show you exactly what my delta says. My delta says I can do something like a 356.7, and right now I am really struggling to do a 4 minute lap, which is okay. Don't get me wrong, 4 minute lap is okay, but I for my own sanity, I'm trying to understand why and where all my pace has gone. Oh, there you go. You can see my delta down in the bottom left-hand corner. My optimal is a 356.8. My best lap is a 358.1. And like I said, I'm still not even getting anywhere near those sort of lap times, which is frustrating the hell out of me. So we're going to go use the gear trace as well up top. And yeah, basically see
traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors.
if we can improve. So like I said, don't know what the hell that beeping is. Can you guys hear a beep? So yeah, obviously this is going to be the outlap. Remember, the race end until 7. So we're going to see what happens then. But I'm hoping we'll have a better race than we did last night. Absolutely bottle qualifying. Yeah, bottle qualifying massively, in fact. And then go all the way to about 5 minutes from the end of a 40-minute race. And somebody hit us. I think it was Ericsson. But yeah, we had a VAR check at the end. I would say it was 50-50, to be honest. Maybe 60-40 him, as I was in front. I was always going to turn in at that point, but like, you can go and check the hit out for yourselves. You can see what happened. Sun's a bit bright. Obviously, just like last night, the race is 7 o'clock. They're every 2 hours, so obviously they're 40-minute races. Obviously, you've got to factor in an 8-minute qualifying session into that. Outbrought myself, obviously, of course I did. This seems to be the trickiest part on the circuit for me. Right, let's go and see what we can do. Still massively down in this set down. I'm going to continue to lose speed all the way down the main straight, which is frustrating. But it'll be interesting to watch back later on and see exactly where I'm losing, gaining, if I'm losing, if I'm gaining. It should be really interesting to see. Sun's a bit bright, isn't it? Right, this is the part where I seem to struggle with the most. Mad understeer.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. V21.
So 3:59.8. And we know we can go faster than that. That's the thing that's upsetting me the most. I don't even know, like, even if it's like the time of day, like, could it be the time of day that is the reason why I'm not finding all this time anymore? Could it just be that my ham hands and feet are just spending too long on the brakes? Could that just simply be the case? I mean, somebody's in the dirt. Oh, somebody was in the dirt, I should say. See, I've lost loads of time again. Just don't understand how, why. Right, that's a better corner entry. Kept it on the track as well. No runoff.
V19. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
Okay, so that was an improvement. Sheesh. Hello, mate. I am doing very well. How are you, buddy? I managed to find a trace in that trophy.ai app that I use. It's up in the top right-hand corner, and it's up against their recommended best lap. Obviously, the lighter colours are their lap time versus obviously my lap time. So
You've used half your fuel.
we're better today though. We're in the 59.4s. It's more for me so I can watch it back and have a bit of an idea, you know, where I've gone wrong, where I'm faster, where I'm slower, you know, where I can just watch the graph and determine what's what. Yeah, man. I'd have to wait until I stop though so I can change it. I think the next GT3 I'm going to buy is probably that Merc. Although I do want to get like the GTPs. So come on.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Oh, of course I was in a normal lap.
21st. Only 2 laps of fuel left. You need to slow down, give back some time.
I'm sure that was under a 359 as well.
Okay, Nathan, we need to watch these track limits.
But how's things though, mate? You okay? The car feels a lot better today as well. It doesn't feel like it's like the Ferrari is naturally understeer, oversteer type, so I've had a little play around with the old setup. Kind of feel like I've got the car a little bit more balanced, a little bit more stiffer in the rear. So she said. But yeah, I feel like it's a lot stiffer, as you can see from that sector time. I've just gone a little bit faster. Like if I complete this lap and don't lose any more time, which that's nigh on impossible, because yeah. Like, this would be an amazing lap. This would be like in the 57s, but that turn in was too slow. Oh, that corner felt absolutely amazing. Right now, if this lap finishes and this delta is true, we're in for a low 58. Obviously, we've got to finish the lap first. And this is the part of the circuit where I'm struggling the most. The start and the finish. For some bizarre reason. Right, that's not a cut. That's not a cut. Oh, this might be a cut though. Fuck it up. Right, that wasn't an abnormal lap. Oh, of course it was.
This is the last lap of fuel.
Of course it was an abnormal lap. Probably for their track limits. You know what? Let's box, because we are gonna... Right, so... Only want it brakes and throttle. So we'll turn steer off. Turn gear off. Right, so brakes and throttle. So obviously, throttle is green, brakes are red. But yeah. On the two corners that I originally struggled with, which was, I can't pull up the numbers, but it was this corner, which I think is turn 15, actually going into Mulsanne, and then this 90-degree left and 90-degree right. They were causing me problems, but I seem to be... See this from... Like where P5 is right now? From where P5 is right now to where this green car is coming through now, that's where I'm having the most trouble. Like the entirety of Sector 1. I don't know if that is it like... you need a B license. No, C license to do this. It's the IMSA... it's an IMSA... license this is. So you need C, but you need B class to do the IMSA specific races. But yeah, right. We might not have time.
Pit exit looks clear.
Like I need to
Cold tyres all round.
obviously my graph is going to be a lot different to his graph at the minute, because this is an out lap compared to a flat out. And these are obviously against Ferraris as well, so like Ferrari versus Ferrari, it would be the same if it was a BMW versus BMW. I can already see just by going through the back end of that chicane where our times massively differed. But this is an outlap, so... Yeah, you need a C-class to race this. Like this 40-minute race. And then you need a B-class license to race the, like, you know, the big events. Like the 6, the 12, the 24-hour races. That's usually how it goes. Not every time. Like, you can sneak in there on a C license on some occasions. Wow, look at my brake trace compared to his. Outrageous. And I suppose that's the difference between a rookie, you know, or somebody, you know, who's not very good at the game compared to a pro. Because this is... And it shows you where to improve, right? Like, when I watch this back... my braking is way harder than his, so that would explain where I'm losing all my time. Yeah.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Oh yeah, 100%, mate. 100% it's going to be lighter in that car. It's just, like I said, it's this corner again, man. I think what I need to do is brake earlier, but lighter. Right, let's dip. Get registered for the race. Reconnected to the network. It's a bit strange. Right, why can't I register for this race then? Where are you? Sorry, this one is SimiCube. No, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Have I gone? Obviously, I've gone past it, but. What? Where the hell did that go? Am I dumb? I literally can't find it. Let's go. Yeah, Semicube GT Sprint Series. There it is. I was having a meltdown then. But yeah, Nick, this down here, look. Let me just join this and get in this a minute. I'll shut that down. But yeah, so see, Nick, you still there? Yeah, I could only imagine, mate, how good it is. Right, so this screen, if you scroll down, you can and look at this part where you see all the races coming up. Like this one's every 2 hours from now on. But if you look to the right where it says driver briefing, you can see eligibility. See, your license is C.4.0 or above. Your license to run Circuit de Le Mans is obviously circuit. It's not a free circuit. So I've got one competing car. Your content is up to date, and then participation won't count towards promotion, which because obviously I've already got to A class. But for you, this is the part where it says the MPR requirement. No, I just shut it. As long as you say click to join, it will automatically continue to go. I just wanted to show you this screen. But yeah, that's I'll show you my licenses now. So this is my Formula license. Let's show you the Formula car. So that's my Formula award. So I'm currently 1850, but only a D class in my Formula. I literally started my Formula on the 5th of April. And so in a month, I went from rookie to D class, 1850. But then this is my, obviously, sports. Last time I raced it was the April the 4th. That was when we must have done... Oh, no. I must have raced it after Sebring then. I'll have to find out when Sebring was, because I thought Sebring was here. Yeah, there's all my stats on there now. I don't know, you know. I don't. Unless they've lowered the requirement. It could very well be, mate. It could be that you get the C class and you have to achieve 4.0. But no, I'm unsure, mate. I really am unsure on that. Porsche Cup is at Daytona as well this week. But obviously, like the more tracks you've got as well, the better, because like this is all the circuits I've got. Like obviously the majority of them are free, but I got Spa, Suzuka, Le Mans. I bought Mount Bathurst. I bought Sebring, and I think I bought Suzuka as well. Yeah, Suzuka. I got Suzuka as well. Bought the M4 GT3. Bought the 296, and I think that's about it on cars. I don't think I've bought very many cars. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Why is that going back to 0 now? It was just at 90%. And now it's going back to 0. Yeah, it is. Bizarre. $115 registered to race already.
Brake leads activated.
Brake leads activated. Okay, whatever that means. Have a quick swig and then we'll go. Right. Yeah, it's just random.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 70 Fahrenheit. Track's clear. Push, push, push.
Just random colour. Like for some reason, like before the my paints loads up, you can see my gloves, my racing gloves are purple and teal for some bizarre reason. It should change over now halfway through the lap, unless my paints have stopped running. Sam Geno. But recently, Gar has found a guy. Gar has found Catchy Gar, Larry's. He's found somebody who makes and does paints for car. He's a graphic designer guy. But yeah, mate, if you wanna make one, absolutely go for it. I'm sure I'm coming down with something, aye. My braking's still too heavy. Looking at that last last trace. Shouldn't really be looking at the brake traces whilst racing, because it's a bit of a long lap if you put this car into a wall, especially on cold tyres, because if you look at the dash, you can see that the tyres are still not warmed up. But yeah. That was a lazy off track. Yeah, man, of course.
The leader has just done a 4:04.2 seconds.
Right, let's try and keep this lap together. Try and keep this lap alive. Just long enough so we can set one.
The leader's just done a 3:55.8 seconds.
No, well, the leader's just showing off then, isn't he? Oh, go. Too hard on the brakes. I knew as soon as I turned into that corner I was too fast. Daniel! How we doing, mate? I'm far from that royalty. No way am I. See, like, his brake trace versus mine, like, we're pretty much there on throttle application. Obviously, I'm too slow, but close. But on braking, we are miles apart. And I always believe, right, that the braking is where you lose, well, where I lose it all. See, again, my braking too hard. Throttle application, though, pretty close, pretty similar. See, again, braking is like one linear trace. Obviously, very, very much better than trail braking than I am by far. But his brake trace is one just linear, gradual decline, where mine is sporadic, and that is where I'm now losing all my time, because I'm braking like a caveman, whereas he is braking like an absolute boss, and like I said, I'm braking like an absolute caveman. You can hear it too, right? Good. I'm glad you can hear it, because I have no friggin' idea, mate. I literally thought I was going insane. I'll have a look. It might be something to do with the fact that I've got that telemetry on. I will have a look, mate. I'll have a look now. Let me just see if I can set this lap. What this lap is going to be. If it can stay under 2, it should be a 59. But that was incredibly fast going in.
Okay, Nathan, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. 10th position.
Let's go! Right, let me go back to the pits. I'm happy with a 358. Do you know how long I've struggled to get that? Even today during practice, right? Even today during practice, I could not, absolutely could not get anywhere near. Couldn't get near it. I was low 4s all day, and so much so that I just gave up. And I'm literally just before, obviously, about to go into a race. There it is. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at this. I must have turned something else on. Let me pull this out, get the settings. Daniel. What have we got going on here? Distance from breakpoint. What? Choose audio. Is that it? Is that it? I'm assuming that is it. I don't know. I don't know. That Porsche looks nice though, doesn't it? Like there's so many cars that you just want to get in there and drive and just be like, wow, okay. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I really like the Ferrari. I really like driving the Ferrari. I like driving the BMW too, but the BMW feels like it's really, really heavy. The Fezzer feels light, but it's naturally like built in with a lot of front end understeer. Yeah. It's just, there's so many cars, like the Acura, like 3 different cars there, that like the Mustang, the Porsche, the Acura. And obviously coming out now, there's the BMW as well. Right, we got about 10 minutes left. That's enough for 2 laps. Where are we? P13.
The pit exit is clear. Push now.
That, what it must have been, the brake tone. It must have been when I added the... Tried to get out of his way, but he went straight on by the looks of it. I only saw him at the last minute. It's my own fault. I should have been paying more attention. Yeah, that beeping must have been when I added the telemetry. I'm not sure how to stop sounds like that coming through to OBS either. I didn't know you guys could do it. That's why I didn't say anything. I said something at the start. But... picked up the throttle so late. Still so late on the brakes as well. That was a heavy hit. At this whole section, right, from this point until we get onto this Mulsanne straight, I struggle. I like... Watch this now. He's obvious. Look at this. Absolute. Should have just run straight in the back of him. Do you know when you can see something happening before it even happened? And he goes and loses it under traction and does that.
13th place.
Only understeer. Dan, what's the lineups, mate?
Clear left.
Oh, look at that. Me and the car in front of me done the exact same lap time. That's crazy. I find that so mad around a circuit like this. Like, yeah. That honestly blows my mind because, like, so many different things can happen on a lap. and then somebody goes and does the exact same lap time as you. It's crazy, man. Slow down, you bastard! Still a lot of places where I need to improve. Braking is massive one for me. I mean, this brake trace and watching this video back will help massively. It's like there, I just, what I thought, you know, applied the brakes gently, but you could see by how much the back end moved around that I was far from gentle. Like the white lines as well.
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
The white lines are exactly like Imola around you. You touch them and it's game over.
We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining. B15. You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Race is about to start anyway. How? Yeah, that makes sense, mate. That makes sense. I'm putting far too much pressure into the brakes. See, look again, his brake trace is bang. He is heavy on the brakes, lifts right off, whereas me, like I said, I'm still braking like a caveman. And it could, I don't want to use it as an excuse, but it could be the paddle mod that I'm using, that the brakes, I'm obviously not using them right compared to right. Let's go and get to this race. We'll keep the trace up because that'll come in handy for me when I'm watching it back. Hello CD. Hello Gaz. Mate, I'm literally going to be doing this race and then I'm going to be dipping. Yeah, mate. No, that makes sense, Nick. Oh, what I said. I'll be dipping because I got to sort my lad out and all that, and my team is playing. The team that is going to win a European trophy this season. Yeah, me and Sam are doing Singapore tomorrow, I think. But yeah, I'm literally going to be doing this race 7 till whenever it finishes, and then I'll be dipping then. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Man United bottle. If Man United bottle a 3-0 lead today, Gary, right? I gotta be careful what I say because I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they actually did. That is well within Man United's remit this season to go and bottle a 3-0 lead. I mean, look at how they played against what was it played? The team they played in the quarters, where at one point they looked like they were out. Leon, was it Leon or Lille? I do. I'm here now doing a lobby. Join this one, rapido. But it's got nothing to do with that. So I got to sort my lad out and everything, haven't I? I thought that you said that you was coming on Wednesday and Thursday, and you were coming on at a time where I can't be on. It's just. But if shutdown finished today, does that mean that you were off tomorrow? Oh, why is this taking so long? We're going to be straight into qualifying at this point. And I think it's safe to say that my theory, I'm on a 3:30 finish. Yeah, I'll be. Yeah, I'll stay on tomorrow after Sam. For the next week till next Thursday.
Checkered flags out, B17.
What is GT3 next week? Because Bathurst.
Checkered flags out, B13.
Because the Bathurst is in the GR86s this week, I think. Right, let's go and do this one-shot quali then. And let's mess it up. Because, hey, it wouldn't be me if we didn't fuck it up. Ooh, back to Sebring next week then, lads. Cold tires, cold tires. Stay. Bathurst is a really good track. Like next level. Kind of glad I found this overlay now as well, because I can do a lot more with it online, offline. Sorry, I can before I get on next week I'm going to make it as big as I possibly can make it so it's directly in my eyesight. And then understeer. And try and stop this caveman style of braking. Just losing so much time in the straights, man. I lost so much time compared to the Delta, and it's all to do with the braking. I mean, it doesn't help that the tyres are cold, but let's not do the old excuses. I brought way too early for that last corner. I mean, at least up to now, fingers crossed, that I'm going to be setting a lap time, right? Oh, there's the wall. Stay away. If I can keep this under 3 minutes, it's going to be 59.8, something like that.
The leader has just done a 3:58.2.
Well, the leader's showing off.
P4, that puts you 1.6 seconds off the pace. Your last lap time was at 3:59.8. The leader's just done a 3:57.
Okay. That leader is now showing off. Oh, off with your slow down. Currently P9. Right, let's have a look. Did I actually cut that corner? I obviously did, didn't I? Let's watch the old chopper. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I cut that worse than... I can already see... I didn't cut it by much, but a cut's a cut in there. Looking for a better angle. Let's go to the blimp. Oof, blimp is far away. Yes, over the white line, man. But it is what it is. Yes, in my qualifying run, because there wasn't a lot I can do about it now, because you only get 8 minutes. But yeah, for Sebring, they should give you 8:30. I'm starting P11 and the game predicted me P13, so... Yeah, it looks miles over there, doesn't it? Let's see if we can finish better than we did last night and not getting hit with 5 minutes left of the race. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, I can't do it now because I'm in qualifying.
That's the end of the session. P11.
I need to do it when I'm in race. Right, let's get to the grid. Let's sort the field out. No, I don't want that. I want pit stops where the tyres are at. No.
90 seconds.
Sarthe 13.7. I'll go with 7.1.
60 seconds.
We'll box at the end of lap 5. So it's recommended we do in about 10 point. We might even box at the end of lap 6. That's if we make it that far, that is. At least I'm on the outside as well.
30 seconds.
Right, here goes. Pink Porsche. Lovely. "40 minutes of carnage."
10 seconds. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Car number 13. Rolling start, get ready. Follow car number 9 in the right column.
I'm the only Ferrari around. All the McLarens behind.
The pace car speed is 53 miles per hour. Catch up to car number 9.
I'll never forget, right, at the start of the end of last season when I went to Sebring, and we was just messing around on the day that they changed everything over. Like, it was so funny because we did races at Sebring, and before I even started laps, like, was absolutely violated on the start because Sebring was a rolling start. It was just funny as hell. And every time I'm on a rolling start like this, I always remember that what happened. I remember once it caused absolute carnage. Like, well, we're about to go green. Jets are flying over.
All right, Nathan, be ready.
Born ready, brother.
Go.
Okay, bit of a slow start. No positions gained.
The guy in front is Carter, car number 9.
But let's not be doing anything crazy because it is a 40-minute race.
Perfect start, mate. This is great.
Thank you, Mark. Oh no, we did. According to this, we made up 2 positions. I didn't see where those 2 positions were made up, but I did. So, yeah, let's just stay in the slipstream. And we just vibe. Wow, Mr. Porsche was seriously braking early.
On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Somebody had to slow down. Two
Okay,
positions.
The next car is Mikhail, car number 23.
Okay. This is... If we keep going like this... Obviously, we've got to be aware of how early they brake in front, because that was extremely early.
Use all the track, force him to find the gap.
But obviously, I'm coming into the sector now where I lose a lot of time usually.
There's an incident
Car in the wall.
Indianapolis. It looks like Barron.
So I started P11, I'm up to P6. Oh, wow. Somebody's on Mackie's Wi-Fi. That was close. That was close to me getting a slow down.
B6. Okay, Nathan, your refuel window will open on lap 5 and it will close on lap 6.
I'm still within that 1 second, so I'll end up with
Just ignore him, he'll go away.
Okay, Mark, it's a bit brutal, but okay. It's still in that slipstream effect, obviously within the 1 second.
The gap to Mikhail. Ahead is now 0.6.
So yeah. Said as long as I don't mess up what I'm doing, should be okay. I'm concerned the gap behind is not increased, but it is what it is. I massively messed up going into that chicane. Went in it too deep. And what's worse, I'm out of that 1 second. So slipstream is going to be non-existent now, and those guys might start pulling a gap.
Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
You're right there, Mark. Thank you, mate. Yeah, see the gap's to 1.2 now, 1.3.
The gap to Mikhail. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.3 seconds.
McLaren having an issue. Might have just done us some good, but it's pulling away again. Something happened behind because that Porsche is no longer back there.
The leader has just done a 3:57.4 seconds. Okay, Nathan, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. P6.
I'm really happy with that last lap.
The gap to Mikhail. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.3 seconds.
Yeah. 1.4 now, and I'm going to be without slipstream. It's okay though. Right, what lap are we on? Lap 3. So we'll do 2 more, then box. As long as we can keep the gap behind to 3.2. We'll be alright. If they start fighting in front anyway, we can always try and pick up the scraps if there are any. As long as we just keep doing what we're doing, we'll be alright.
The gap to Mikhail. Ahead is now 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, I need him to seriously start battling. But that Merc is trying his hardest to get past. Caught him up by 0.3 of a second, 3/10. He's a bit slow going through that last corner, but then he's going to pull it away, obviously with DRS.
The gap to Mikhail in front is now 1.9 seconds.
The slipstream is so strong around here. Right, they're going side by side now, so this could be an opportunity to catch back up.
The guy ahead is Schroeder, car number 25. Alright Nathan, you're reeling, P5 in. The gap is now 0.9. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. You've just done a 3:59.3 seconds.
Report noob. Somebody is not happy.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
The box at the end of next lap, so at the end of lap 5.
The gap to Schroeder ahead is now 1.1 seconds.
Might be able to catch him up a little bit. Muppet.
Pay attention to track limits.
Yes,
Please, Nathan.
Mark. I know, Mark. Try to catch him up and go absolutely.
The gap to 7th position. Behind is increasing. It's now 1.8.
Well, it's decreasing, Mark, isn't it? What an idiot. And I'm talking about me, not. excelled myself again. Alright, back to square one then. I'm back to those needing to battle in front so I can catch back up. Because I'm stupid and apparently I like to make harder work for myself. Because why the hell not? It's a bit early to be boxing. But I am going to box at the end of this.
Well done, Nathan. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. P5. 2 laps of fuel remaining. The pit window is now open.
Car behind's catching up. Like I said, I've only got myself to blame as well because
The gap to Kiki behind is now 0.7.
if I'm going to do stupid things like outbraking myself, well then that kind of shit's going to happen. But if I wasn't going to box this lap, I could have slowed down and used the car behind to pull me towards the McLaren. Yay, that's better. I actually remembered where to brake this time. I don't know, mate. Who's what's the lineup? I haven't seen it, and obviously I've been racing. I don't know. I might go one more lap actually.
On your right. Still there. He's clear right. Okay, Nathan. We expect there'll be no traffic on exit. When we leave the pits, we think we'll be in P18.
Oh, fair enough, mate. So I'm going to be P18 on exit of pits, by the looks of it.
The next car is Kiki, car number 5, B license. What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour. That's 20 minutes to go. Kiki ahead is pitting. Carter behind is pitting.
Where's my guy? All the way down there. Yeah, mate. Stranger things have happened, right? Right, he should only be putting in
Left front, 93%. Rear left, 95.
half a lap, half a tank of fuel. That's all that should be in. Yeah, in and out behind the McLaren where I was.
Exit's clear. Push.
What on earth? Right, where am I? I think I still overfilled.
The gap to Kiki ahead is now 3.3.
Definitely overfilled. It would be nice if we could get to the final, mate. It really would, but Spurs have really had our number this season, and I'd rather lose to anybody else other than Tottenham Hotspur. Look how far P1 and P2 have checked out, like, it's crazy.
The gap to 16th place in front is now 4.1 seconds. Mikhail, car number 23, is now in the lead. The leader, Mikhail, is pitting.
I was going to say, let's see how many people box.
The gap in front is now 4.2 seconds.
It bloody ain't, Mark. I wish it was only 1.2 seconds.
Fournier, car number 15, is now leading. Incident in the second Ford chicane. We think it might be Kiki. Alright Nathan, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. P17. minutes left.
I lost 1 position. So compared to last night, I'm absolutely living the dream.
The gap to 6th place ahead is increasing. It's now 1.4.
Bit annoyed with what, mate?
Okay, Nathan, the next car is Mikhail, car number 23.
Oh my god, what happened to the guy next door? He just slammed into the wall. Don't matter. That's that was the leader as well. Very strange. I mean, I'll take it. Free position and all that. But yeah, he only just came out of the pits. Yeah, I see what you mean, mate. I see what you mean.
The gap to Mikhail ahead is increasing. It's now 0.9.
Yeah, and eye overlays as well. Like the timings are off all the bloody time. These pair are gonna have a big crash, I think.
Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. The gap to Mikhail ahead is now 0.8.
Look at that bit just pulling away like and the Merc should have a slowdown for that. No way.
Need to slow down, give back some time. B6. The gap ahead is now 0.7.
He must have disconnected or something. Tell her that Marco pampering in P7 is catching. Fair play to him, like.
Okay, Nathan, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Relax, focus, and keep it smooth. The gap to Mikhail in front is now 1.1.
I mean, if he catches, he catches. I'll be happy with P7 from P11. This guy gives up a bit of time in this left-hand or right-hand corner by here now, so I don't think he gives up 5/10 worth though, but we'll see. Yeah, I definitely refuel too
The gap
much.
in front is now 1.8 seconds. To P5 ahead is now 2.1. Fastest lap for Mikhail, 3:57.3.
I see him in front, Harris, that Mikhail.
Closer. The gap's come down to 2.4. There's an incident in the S's. Looks like it's Ian. Okay, Nathan, you've got half your fuel left.
A Logitech G922, I think. Yeah, a Logitech G922, mate. Got 5 minutes left, and by this time last night, somebody'd crashed me out. So we're doing all right. Yeah, mate.
Okay, Nathan. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Keep digging.
I have literally had mine for years, mate. Literal years I've had it for.
The gap to P7 behind is now 1.1 seconds. The driver in front of us is Kiki, car number 5, B licence.
It's going to be interesting watching this back tomorrow to see how poor my caveman-like braking was. And knowing what I've got to do to fix it.
White flag, 1 more lap. That's a new fastest lap for Marco. 3:56.9.
Those guys there messing about in front.
Car right. Still there. He's still there. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
Oh, he's feeling the pressure.
Alright Nathan, the next car is Marco, car number 18.
You gotta slow down.
Still there.
He must have had a slow down.
Clear left. Nice pass.
Oh yeah, it was that guy behind me. He did a 3:56.9, so he's rapid. I thought it was the guys in front. Fair play to him, like. He really knows how to race, because he could have quite easily sent out on me and killed us both. Yeah, I think he's going to consolidate. And wait for an opportunity if there is one, but Guy is absolutely rapid. Probably going to send it at the chicane. He's backed off. Hats off to him. P6.
P6. Well done, mate. Good finish.
P6 from P11. We take it. That is where I've been cutting this track all night. Look at this. And that is what's causing me... So apparently that is 1.1 seconds worth of extra time. Let me see if I can get it right smack bang in the middle. Yeah. That is what is costing me... Can we see it from that one? Can't really see it from there. Let's have a look. Left suspension. Yeah. So that right there is costing me apparently a 1.1 second slowdown every lap. But I'm honestly right. When I sat here last night after that last night's race, I was embarrassed. I was really pissed off with myself. Really annoyed that I did so poorly. Bottle qualifying. Because trust me, right, when I say this, I'm my own worst critic. I really am. And when I know I can do something, but quite clearly I've not done it, it really upsets me. Really pisses me off, right? And... last night just simply was not good enough. Wasn't good enough at all. And yeah, I sit here tonight, less than 24 hours later, or 24 hours later, and I'm a lot happier with myself because, yeah, the race went well. But yeah, have a good one, Dan. Lads, if you could all make sure that you hit that like button for me, that would be amazing. And if you're new, consider subscribing because I go live every day at 6 p.m. UK time with either F1, Formula, or this. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more Formula. Sorry, a lot more GT3 because the drop off between GT3 and Formula it's been crazy, and I think that's what's led to me being a bit slow. I know I've got a lot to do on trail braking as well. That's massive. Hence the reason why I had the gear trace up. That's something crazy that well, you could see just how much that guy behind was taking out of me a lap. You know, I was averaging. I gotta wait for the results to come up. As soon as it's gone. The results should be here anytime soon. But yeah, you'll see in the results and stats that my average lap time compared to his average lap time, and you'll find that he was hella fast. It's not quite there yet. I'm interested to see on what I actually achieved because to start P11 and then obviously progress P6. Yeah, I got 2 X's from being stupid. Here we go. What's going on? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a really good result. Plus 12 safety rating. That could have been a lot better if I avoided the X's. And then up 61 iRating. So yeah, I'm chuffed for that. I was 15.9 off the leader. Our average lap time was our average lap times between each other wasn't that bad then. So I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Although my fastest lap was a 58.4, his was a 56.9, and everybody else around me was in the 57s. So that's where I need to get to if obviously I want to become better. And it's all down to braking. My braking will sort that out. But yeah, fair play. What a really good race tonight. And what a really, really good... Yeah, just chuffed. Just really happy. Really happy with myself. Obviously, the performance could have been a lot better, but the performance, if you can't find no fault in a performance, you ain't looking hard enough, in my opinion. And I know I've got a lot of stuff to work on. But with that being said, I'm going to dip, go and watch Manchester United. Thank you to all those tuning in tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night, same time, 6 o'clock. Me and Sam will be continuing our co-op career around Singapore, I think. I think it's Singapore, wherever comes after Baku, which I believe is Singapore. But you guys have a fantastic evening. As I said, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow.